Hello folks, welcome back. I'm hoping you're doing well wherever you are. Now, Jubaland forces wako Mandera na lakini serikali imekataa kukubali kwamba hao watu wako Mandera because the government is actually having some business with them. And we've been talking about this issue every day in this channel. And of course, we've been narrating how Gachagua first came up with the accusation saying that William Ruto has been meeting Al-Shabaab in Mandera.
William Ruto, you need to know, the Americans want to know why you are working with Al-Shabaab. Why, when you are in Mandera, you met 3 leaders of the Al-Shabaab militia at night to discuss business with them. They want to know why.
At night, doing some business with them. And of course, we even said how Gachagua exposed how Mandera is actually under siege.
One interesting thing is also Mandera, of course, today we are in a bit of trouble. Mandera is occupied by foreign forces. You know, some time back, Jubaland forces came and settled in Mandera when I was a senator. We made a lot of noise about it. At that time, that is when the government of Farmacho was in power, the other side. In fact, the Jubaland guys, with the help of our forces, and it's unfortunate. And I see my friend, my former colleague, Murkumen, denying that there's no forces in Mandera. They are there in Mandera. I challenge the sitting members of parliament and I challenge the governor who are there to take the press, international press there, to verify that for themselves. But we cannot tolerate, we cannot accept our territorial integrity to be, violated by forces that we don't know what they are. Somalia is our neighbor. Somalia is our friend. These are our people. They should go and fight there. They should not fight in Mandera.
And Jubaland forces from Somalia have just occupied and invaded Mandera County. And of course, we have seen how residents from Mandera complaining, demanding the chasing or removal of Jubaland forces from their county.
Jeshi ya Somalia ambao walikuwa wanapigania ya Jubaland ambao walipigania Bulahawa walivuka uwanja baada ya kushindwa, wanaletwa hapa katikati ya Bibiwan na shamba Bula na shamba sehemu kidogo.
Administration in Mandera have tried to hide that and denounce, saying the statement that was given by the governor is not true. Hiding the truth of the presence of Jubaland forces within Mandera town is like hiding the sun using your hands.
Yeah, and above all this, the government has maintained that hakuna Jubaland forces kwa Mandera. But it is coming to light that these Jubaland forces have been there ever since, and Ruto knows it. In fact, it is being alleged that the government is using these Jubaland forces to actually shield Al-Shabaab from, getting to Kenya. So now, there is some allegations that KDF have been supplying food to Jubaland forces. Very shocking. Yeah? Even, read it. It is very shocking that our own soldiers are now supplying foods, to Jubaland forces. Remember, these people are fighting in Somalia, and it's like they've been chased by Somalia National Army. So they can't cross border to their country. So they are in Kenya. And of course, they have to eat. Lazima wakule. But now, guess what? The government inapika ugali na nyama, inawapelekea all the way to Mandera. And this has somehow angered Kenyans to the point whereby Kenya are asking themselves, how can the KDF officers take food to Jubaland forces? Yet, how wenyewe Ruto alitoa lunch yao. Remember, just like 2 months ago, the president scrapped lunch ya KDF. Wakamwambia kwamba no free lunch, you guys have to pay before you eat.
Beginning July 1st, military men and women in peacetime barracks will have to dig into their pockets to afford lunch. The exchequer-funded lunch program, which has served generations of KDF personnel, is being scrapped and replaced by a pay-as-you-eat system.
And of course, these short Kenyans like KDF from ever since they've been eating for free because these people protect the country against attacks za nje. And actually, they are doing a good job because they are risking their lives just to protect Kenya. But the president, akatoa lunch yao, and people are like, how does Ruto, scrap lunch ya KDF? Yet it has been there. But now we are seeing the government, taking food, mchele na nyama, inawapeleka BONFACE'S. No, it shows if it is true, because it still is not that verified. But of course, who will verify that? The government can't accept that the public inajua kitu kama hii. The government will actually hide it because Mugabe himself said that there are no Jubaland forces. But leaders wa Mandera wenyewe wana insist kwamba hao watu wako pale na wana disrupt activities in Mandera County. So it really means that they are there, but the government can't just accept it because the government doesn't want the public to, kukasirika. So they are actually playing cool, though public is kasirika. But the truth of the matter is these forces are there. Now they are being protected by our own KDF. So the bargaining power here is that these forces inazuia Al-Shabaab from actually accessing Kenya. Of which, if indeed that's what they are doing, I can agree with that. Because indeed, if they're stopping Al-Shabaab from coming to Kenya, from harming Kenyans, I can really support that. But if there are some other businesses zinafanyika, for example, we had kuna mambo na shukari, human trafficking na kila kitu. Of course, I don't believe the government can actually indulge in human trafficking. I don't think so. It is not even making any sense.
Jubaland wameingia Mandera. They have occupied more than half of the town. Waliua watu 5. 7 people have been injured, and many people have been displaced, including schools. The leadership of Mandera was there over last weekend. Instead of castigating the invasion of Kenya by foreign forces, they were castigating Rigiji. Juzi nimeita TV nikasema askari wako pale ya nchi jirani. Sasa ndio nimeona governor wa Mandera ameamuka analia ati asaidiwe. Yet last weekend and over there he was not speaking. The senator was not speaking. The MP was not speaking. Mimi nimechukua jukumu kutetea watu ya Mandera, kutetea watu ya northeastern Kenya. It is unacceptable that foreign forces can invade Kenya. And the mandate of the Kenya Defense Forces is to protect our territorial integrity. And it cannot be that foreign forces are in our land and the government is quiet, the commander-in-chief is quiet. We are asking the commander-in-chief of the Kenya Defense Forces to immediately order an operation to flush out foreign troops out of our land. This is our country. We have a responsibility to protect our territorial integrity, and it cannot be that forces from Somalia can come into Kenya and occupy our land and terrorize our people. Yet the government is quiet and the leaders of Mandera are quiet. So tuambie watu ya Mandera, hata viongozi wenu wakinyamaza, sisi tuko. Tutatetea nyinyi kwa sababu hatuwezi kubali muangaishwe na magaidi kutoka nchi jirani. So watu wetu msijali. Msijali na ile.
Yes, we are in for it. So what do you believe? Do you really believe that it is fair for the government to treat these Jubaland forces well in Kenya? Yet the government is scrapping our own KDF's lunch. Because, truth be told, these people, if they're in Kenya, they are protected and they are well taken care of by the government of Kenya. So do you really believe that the government of Kenya is actually, taking good care of these people? I do think it's okay. Yet we are seeing our KDF soldiers, even mshahara yaongezwi, chakula lilikatwa. Like, what is the benefit to us with these Jubaland forces? Is it about Shabab? But again, remember, Gachagua himself claimed that William Ruto has been meeting Al-Shabaab leaders at night. and he's been insisting that akona evidence. You see, you can't come up with such shocking allegations. Come on, evidence. You cannot, especially against a sitting president. You can't accuse a sitting president evil kama hauna proof. You need to be having some proof. And Gachagua ameinsist kwamba amekubali kushikwa na nasema how the meetings started, because he said that he was there, how it ended, and the deal these people struck with the president. It's very shocking because Shabab has maimed Kenyans and killed Kenyans. How does our president make them? Gachagua will have to prove this because Kenyans can't take it lightly. So, Jubaland wanakula vizuri pale. And how will Murkomen answer this? Because Murkomen has been refuting these claims. Gachagua anatumia sasa vibaya, Gachagua incite the public. So how will he tell Kenyans that Jubaland forces wako Kenya na wakuli chakula Kenya? Because if they're eating Kenyan food, then why do bona wale watu wa Mandera wanasema kwamba wanauawa? Why should they kill Mandera people? Of course, I've been waiting for evidence about these people died. I've not seen up to now because it's good to also air the truth. But they've been saying that if Gachagua himself said that 8 people died. But of course, I've been waiting to see the evidence so that we can actually expose this issue more. So subscribe, and of course we meet here whenever you have these contents pertaining what happens in politics. Thank you. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.